you're fighting for everyone's attention. That's the problem.
Yes, exactly.
For a game like this, it's not single player. It's not one and done. You play it and you can move on to the next one. Like, they want you to stay, and that's how the game survives. People have to keep playing it.
That's true.
So you have to capture and hold, not just like temporarily.
Right.
Do you want
a large enough player base?
Pop it off.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Cal.
I'm X.
And I'm Ghost.
Concord is going through a rough time.
How
A
rough
rough
is
time that everybody basically expected. Where the internet basically decides sometimes whether or not a game will be good or not, and judging by the comments made on the first reveal trailer, people were not happy, obviously, because at first from the initial like reveal trailer cinematic, I thought we were going to get like something kind of like a parody of Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was going to be more story based, but I cannot tell you the drop in interest when they said 5v5 arena shooter. We're just done with these types of games, and this one didn't look like it was any different from all the other ones that have come out within the last 8 years. Your game has to be hitting, it has to be really unique, it has to hit hard, and it has to hit a trend at the right time to actually gain some ground. And Overwatch is one of those that they had great characters, hit the trend at the right time, and exploded in popularity. But you know, a lot of people just calling the game trash because they have that hive mind mentality. They're just repeating what everybody else says. But me and Ghost, I actually played the beta, and I actually had a good time with the beta. The game is incredibly polished. Gunplay is excellent. The maps could do some reworking because they just look really bland. I feel like they could have went all out with the map design, but all in all, it feels very expensive, and it's just really polished, and it is a good game. Unfortunately, it's not the time anymore. Gamers have moved on. They've sunk their money into other live action games, like Destiny.
Hey, what?
But Ghost, I'm pretty sure you had the same opinions too when you were playing.
It was actually really good when it first came out. It's definitely on the back end of the wave, so that's definitely going to have some trouble with it, because that genre of games is, I guess, let me back up. That genre of game is not good to release right now unless you have a backbone to it. So like, what's the other one that just came out and it's escaping the life of me? X Defiant. Like, you already have a player base for that game itself, that it's an easy transition over. Like,
but there's also free to play.
Right, but like if Fortnite had like, I don't know, like a campaign mode, a lot of the people that play Fortnite would say, well, I'll check it out, let me see. You're brand new to the sphere of what you're trying to introduce. That's a tough market to break in on the back end of a wave.
And also to put a $40 price tag on that.
That game, it was a good game. It was not worth $40. True.
Oh, well, the quality of it, yes, I would say it is a extremely polished game. I would say it is worth $40, but no one's willing to commit to something like that and put out that kind of money for that type of game. Like, there's just no hype for that.
Cutscene quality, the motion capture, lip syncing, all that's high production value, but none of that matters when the gameplay is just an arena shooter. So.
Exactly.
Right.
Kind of like with Overwatch cinematics, they're cool to watch, but it has literally nothing to do with the actual gameplay, really.
Exactly.
You know what I'll actually give them really good credit on, surprisingly? Their time to kill was like right in the sweet spot.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
The matches didn't, like, they're not 5-second interactions, but they're not 30 seconds either. I think that's one thing they did really well. They hit that it's okay, somebody may have gotten the jump on you, but you have a chance to combat and push them back, and then they have a chance to kind of come back at you. Like, it was such at the right point that
Right.
other games could really take a note off of it.
Exactly.
It's just sad that it's just a couple years too late.
Yeah. The game has been in development for 8 years, and it actually started development when Overwatch came out. So you can see why Sony was trying to jump on the wagon, but 8 years of development, man, trends go up and down all the time. And this is a really expensive mistake to make. I want to say some pros about the game, because after you pay the $40, the game doesn't have any battle pass. Like, the rest of the stuff they said that they were going to be releasing was going to be free, which is good, but it just sucks because it just launched at the wrong time.
I don't think it's the wrong time. I don't think people are fatigued of a genre, just like I don't think that's the case for like movies. I think if the game is good, it will sell well. But the problem is, if you hop in, like you said, when there's already other games, and you have to be able to, you're fighting for everyone's attention. That's the problem.
Yes, exactly.
For a game like this, it's not single player. It's not one and done. You play it and you can move on to the next one. Like, they want you to stay, and that's how the game survives. People have to keep playing it.
That's true.
So you have to capture and hold, not just like temporarily.
Right.
Do you want
a large enough player base?
And I sympathize with that, because 10 minutes into me playing, and I remember I was telling Cal this. Obviously, I can't look at him, but I kind of just looked over and said, I'd rather play the finals. And for just me personally, like, that's a tough thing to say. I don't know why,
because the finals is more fun and it's free to play.
But I will say this though, I do like, because I don't always want to be on here trashing a game. One thing I do like though is the characters felt different. Like, it was a lot like Rainbow Six Siege, where each character was infinitely different than the other one with special abilities and things that they did. But I do agree with X though. He's right. He's right in his thought process there. I
just wish characters felt different, but I just wish they looked less generic.
Man, they're ugly.
Yeah.
God,
they're so detailed. I love the detail of them.
Yes, but
like the character models themselves, but they look like Dollar General cosplay, man.
That's true. Like, they just stopped.
My man went hard in the paint.
I just don't get it. Yeah.
Dollar General. What did
you
do?
Overwatch's characters, I have to say, they
14 million polygon character models, and it's just ugly. Right. I don't like them.
Anyway, they did not have a good launch. We're looking at, well, actually, Suicide Squad did better and had a better all-time peak than this game did at launch. We're on August 23rd. There are 697 concurrent players.
That's crazy.
Right now.
How many?
697 concurrent players on Steam.
There's no comma in that.
That is crazy.
The board's pissed off.
Now, Also, a beta is a good way to test like what your player number is going to be at launch, and the beta numbers weren't even good. They were around 2,300 during those weekends that we played.
2 of them are here.
Right. Oh my gosh. It's just the game. Yeah, right. I was looking, like, they have 228 players online right now playing with a 267 24-hour peak. Yeah.
There are 228 players stuck in the clouds on GTA right now.
More than that.
That's crazy.
GTA is still top 10 live stream games.
That's wild. You know what though? I really want to know. Obviously, I'm nowhere in the hemisphere of trying to have these conversations like they are. But like, when do you do that beta and you look over at one another and go, "Hey, man, this isn't gonna go well."
But my thing
like, and I'm not even trying to be funny about it. Like,
I'm
what do you do when you pumped millions into something and just go, "Oh boy, this is gonna be a rough go"?
And it sucks for the developers because they are obviously talented. Some of these developers are from Destiny, and some of these developers are from Call of Duty, and you can tell that the experience is there. And you have to know that the developers know that what they're working on is not going to work, because those developers are in tune with what the trends are. It's just leadership. It's just chasing. They're chasing a trend that's already left. Like by the time you start production and in the middle of production, people are done. But that's just our general like overview of the game and what we experienced. But what I wanted to talk about was like, right now a developer is suffering from what a lot of developers suffer from, is not knowing when to shut the hell up and to stay off of social media during launches like this. And there's a guy on Twitter, I'm going to call it Twitter, screw Elon, goes by the handle Free Gunner. He said, he tweeted out, he says, Concord release day, so insanely proud of the team and what they have accomplished. A labor of love like nothing else. Been playing it so much since early access started a few days ago, and I'm excited for it to be available to everyone. Everyone meaning 697 of them. He said, I am so honored to have had this to be my first AAA game. It was a huge learning experience, lots of struggles, but I'm glad to have gone through them. Time to go play. Just fine. He's excited about his launch. I mean, anybody would if you've been working on a project for 8 years. But the reply to this was actually really good. I mean, this is actually the best reply that you could possibly get from somebody on Twitter, considering it's a cesspool of hate and racism. And don't forget the OnlyFans girls as well. The guy said, I'm so sorry this had to be your first. I do not believe it is you or any of the other devs' fault this game has performed so poorly. I can tell that a lot of effort was put into completing this game. It just came at the wrong time and genre. Instead of just liking this reply and just going about his day,
my man teed off.
Free Gunner says, I don't really care. It was a huge labor from a lot of insanely talented people making an awesome game. Why would I care about a bunch of talentless freaks hating on it? I'm sure having fun playing it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
How to sell your game? Insult the buyer, insult the customer.
You know what? It'd be one thing if you insulted if the game's doing well. Like, say, fuck it, you're still gonna play it.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Like, kind of how like GTA does. Like, screw you guys, we're not touching the servers. Y'all are just gonna have to deal with that. All the glitches and screen tearing, and they still have 1 million people playing.
Right. You can.
Bro, there's 288 people playing, or 35. There's no comma in your player base right now. That's wild for you to be mouthing off.
That's because Rockstar doesn't comment on anything.
Right.
And if they do, it's straight middle fingers.
Rockstar
they don't
knows
care.
You're gonna play it regardless. Shut the hell up. It's GTA. They know what they made. They know it's gonna do numbers. Y'all, like, people, GTA is such a staple in culture that no matter what Rockstar does at this point, people will still play GTA. I can scream at the cloud all I want to. I've been doing that for 10 years, but I also have over 1,000 hours in GTA. I'm gonna still be there.
But it's the same thing with like the 2K games and all that too. I mean, it's one thing, people are gonna buy it. It is what it is. But that's one thing to be a little mouthy when your numbers ain't anywhere near what is. And I understand it's a labor of love. I get it. I'm on board with it. We're really talented developers, but my boy, you're mouthing off.
The comment wasn't even bad.
That's
exactly.
wild.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you didn't even have. That's why I said just like and
booty
go.
hurt.
Like and go.
Booty hurt. What's Joe Rogan say? Stay out of the comments.
Right. Just stay. Like, there needs to be something in developer contracts where it says you cannot post. Like, once you are signed on to this game, you are not allowed to go up there, post. Don't say nothing. Don't say you're proud about anything. We're just gonna post as a team. Hey, we are proud of the project we have made. And then you let the community manager deal with that.
Well, and even the community managers, isn't that the guy on Helldivers that went up there and spat it off and damn near lost his job? And that game was doing amazingly well.
Yeah, he lost his job in that Discord. Yeah, you're no.
My man said, "Shut up and play."
Yeah, that did not.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just like the game's already hurting. Like, don't mouth off to this feral. Like, gamers are feral, and they're even worse on Twitter. I feel like they're a little bit more lenient on YouTube. They're still hateful, but I feel like it's a little bit better. Just think before you just start going off, because obviously.
Nope. Type it, hit send, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
There was one guy replied to him not so nicely. He was like, they, them in the bio plus cartoon profile pic. Yeah, we know the game has a lot of DEI, box chinking, woke trash design. God, I'm so glad this game is flopped so hard, because they, them doesn't deserve to work in the entertainment industry. This is why you just get off. Like, I'm sorry. I wouldn't even be checking anything. I don't care how good my game is doing. I would be checking, like, if they have like a support, I'm checking the bugs. I'm not going on social media to see what people are saying about my game. IGN posted about this game. Or no, I think Sony posted about it on Instagram, and people in the comments were like, there are going to be more comments about this game than there are people playing it.
Ooh, that's pretty rough. Yeah,
that's not a good thing.
You're not just that's going to kill the morale of your team if all of y'all just checking, and then you think you're going to go online and defend this, buddy. There's 600 people playing the game, and that's that's going to drop off on the weekend when it should be going up.
It should be going up. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Who the hell's playing it during the week?
So you think they're gonna convert to free to play or not?
It is
Game Pass.
Oh my gosh!
It needs to go free to play at this point. Like, I'm sorry,
this is a Sony game.
Yes, it's a Sony game. This needs to go free to play in order to survive. Otherwise, it's going to get worse.
At least maybe they'd be back up. I was gonna say maybe they'd be back up to their beta numbers.
Actually, you know what? I take
2000 maybe.
Only 300.
Marvel Rivals. Go ahead.
Yeah, from what I've seen, Marvel Rivals looks really fun.
Yes,
I will say.
I'm sorry. It's just Marvel. People love that. People love the characters.
Speaking of Marvel,
don't you dare.
Nope.
Don't even.
Don't you mute me.
Well, yeah, this game needs to be able to free to play to even survive. If it doesn't go free to play before December, when Marvel Rivals, I believe, comes out, this game is dead.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I guarantee people are they're going to lose players to Marvel Rivals. So
exactly, and that studio is either going to be closed and everybody fired, or they're just going to absorb the studio into other departments.
They're going to have to. There are too many games coming out.
Right, like all the stuff that you were naming off in our other video. It's about what's coming out, and that's because Helldivers is doing bad. Helldivers is going through a rough patch right now.
But think about the games that, obviously we don't like the community is a little hot, but like the Elden Ring community, right? Black Myth Wukong's a really good game. Like, it's actually fantastically just done.
Yeah.
You already took players from that game. You have Space Marines coming out in like a week. And that game's going to do absolutely amazing. 2K, Madden 2K just came, or 2K25, whatever the hell it's called. That just came out. There's a player base for that. No, like you are not doing well at a time where you need to be grabbing an audience.
Right. Like, what is they call October something?
Ramp up.
I know, something to do with your wallet. I forgot what it's called, but like, towards the fall season, when it comes to like gaming, that's when your wallet just takes the biggest hit, because there's usually a lot of games, a lot of blockbusters coming out during that time. Call of Duty is right around the corner, and regardless if I don't play it, it still gets massive attention, and there's still a massive player base for that.
And FIFA and 2K NBA, Dragon Ball's coming out. Dude,
their option is free to play or die.
You're not going to make it through the holiday season.
Right. Free to play or die. Black Friday won't even save you. Go free to play or accept your death. That is it.
I had a question for you since you guys played. Do you think this game would be better if it was more like typical FPS, team deathmatch, all this other kind of stuff, rather than a like more hero based? Like, still keep the ability kind of stuff, but
the game would be better if it was just free to play.
I get that. Like,
no, but the game itself,
because you said the gunplay is
good though.
Here's the thing: they need better game modes that tailor towards the play style in that game, because I'm not going to pay $40 just to play Kill Confirmed with these characters.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
boring.
okay. That's what I was wondering about, like
Yeah.
game modes as well.
It
yeah.
needs better game modes, and it
Well-
needs to go free to play.
They did have 2 or 3 other game modes that were on there that were locked.
That's true, but
But the fact that you didn't let anybody play the other game modes either,
yeah, and I'm not
that's a
paying
little rough as
$40
well.
to try them out either.
you're going
Well,
to.
and the problem with having too many game modes when you have a low player base is matchmaking times as well.
That too. So you're gonna pay $40 to sit there for 5 minutes just to play Kill Confirmed? Absolutely not. Not me.
I paid $70 to play bots on Battlefield.
Oh my god.
Please don't get me started. Those are my final thoughts. Free to play or die. Black Friday won't save you. That's all I have to say. Ghost X, any last questions, concerns, comments?
Good game, but it's going to be a rough holiday season.
Agreed. Developers need to shut the hell up. Get off Twitter. Take up all your social media.
Just
Speak
don't
as a
read the
team.
comments.
Speak
Just don't
as-
read the comments.
Speak as a team, not as individuals. That's how you should.
I mean, I read our comments and I laugh about them because they're fantastic.
Please stop egging
But I'm
them
not a
on.
game developer. I'm just not a game developer, man. That's just, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, that wraps up the video, guys. We appreciate you guys for listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. Also, check out our Concord review video. I don't know if it'll help you make a decision, but please go watch anyway. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye.